This is Flagler Credit Union Stadium in beautiful Boca Raton, Florida. It's the Wake Forest Demon Deacons and the Florida Atlantic Owls. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Thanks, guys. Checking in with the Owls head coach before the game. Even though their opponent today is not ranked in the top 25, coach has been warning his players all week. Do not overlook anyone. We have to be the best version of ourselves today. I'll keep you posted on how it's going at halftime. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Owls offense will go on the attack first. And now here comes Peyton Lewis, the former Tennessee Volunteer. He has become a key piece of this offense.
And you got to love this guy's speed. And to me, David, that's the one thing that really separates him from most other running backs in college football. There are so many guys at this level that can make you miss, and they can get in the second level. They can run through tackles, catch the ball, block, all that stuff. This guy, though, has home run breakaway speed. If he gets past your second level, he's out.
And you see defenses take angles on him, and he just outruns them. Like, he's just got that extra gear that's different, that scares you. You can tell people are trying to play so fast to try to catch up. So, number one job for this defense, man, try to make him play in a phone booth, right? Like, don't let him get out in space and get matchups like on a linebacker. Not a good matchup from you. You will lose that.
So already a challenge on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Right side, it's Lewis. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Yeah, great catch, but great read. I love the quarterback understanding. You're going to see the blitz. I'm going to get the ball to my running back quickly, let him get the first down. Nice job by the quarterback seeing that really fast.
Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. After picking up a couple in 2nd and 8. Changing the routes with his receivers. 2nd down to the air. Rush right in his face. Going to try to get it himself. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bounds.
He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. And the Owls have this offense rolling. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Caught. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. The Owls, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Wants to throw one first. They're all over him. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
And this defense gets the first sack. And listen, it is so important to hit the QB, to affect the QB. Last week only had 2 sacks for this defense. They got to continue to put pressure and get that guy to the ground.
Rolling, throwing, looking right. Makes the grab, gets the foot down. Just precision execution on that big play. And the Owls go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Unleashes to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And this has been a really good first drive, man. You talk about scripting the first however many plays. It's different for all the coordinators. Nice drive down the field. Now set up in a 3rd down situation. Let's stay aggressive. Let's capitalize on this momentum and not try to kick these field goals, because, you know, kicking field goals sometimes down the road can come back to bite you.
They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. He's got it. They will score! Touchdown, Owls! Getting set for the extra point now, putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0.
And that is exactly what you love to see as a head coach, watching your offense take the field, first drive of the game, and you're methodical, and you take what the defense gives you. You make good decisions. You don't have negative plays. You don't have missed assignments. That shows your head coach that you are locked in and ready to go.
The Demon Deacons offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. And here comes the productive Wandame Davis. This guy has every tool you could want. He is one of the better pass catchers in the game.
And there was times during the week when we were texting. We have a group text for these games every single week, and we talk about different guys. And this receiver, we were like, is the tape in fast motion? Like, this dude is flying out wide. Like, this is a guy that legit has that take the top off the defense speed, elite speed. Palmer, this is a guy that defenses, and talking to the coaches, they are extremely worried about.
Yeah, the D coordinator in this game told us he just hasn't slept much this week, knowing how fast this guy is and just how he can score any given play. And they've got to do a really good job in this one communicating, understanding where he is, but making sure there is at least one safety playing deep, because you know this guy is going to get his opportunities deep down the field.
So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, guys. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get the third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
The Demon Deacons line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Not a lot of room to field this one. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll get this drive started from the 29. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Ball bounced right to him, and he's on the move.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
The Owls now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Quarterback changing the play. From his end zone, he'll have to get rid of it. He'll try to do it himself. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. And guys, Florida Atlantic has the edge. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. They'll run the screen. Breaks into the open. He's not going to get to the sticks, and the screen comes up a little short. It'll be fourth down. So he was forced to just take what the defense gave him, and they were able to stop him. Guys, look at this. I'm surprised. They're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth down. Snapped on fourth down. Unleashes it. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Fires to the wideout. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
He's off to an awesome start this season. Had a sack in the last game, gets his first sack right now. I think he has a chance to be a huge focal point in this defense moving forward, but let's just worry about what's happening now. This offense has to find a way to slow him down.
This defense makes a play, stopping him well short, and it'll be 4th down from the 24. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. Splits the uprights. Good. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. The Owl offense is out there to get this drive underway. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Fires to the tight end. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
He stepped out of bounds right at the 45-yard line, and now they're starting to put things together. Florida Atlantic goes to work with a fresh set of downs. Drops back on 1st down. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Finds his target. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lewis. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. This time they'll throw it. Left side is Lewis. There he goes. And he's dragged down. They'll mark it at the 19. Into the red zone. It'll be 1st down. And the Owls come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Here comes the heat. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Had to force that one.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on 1st down by this offense.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Well, the defense is making some big plays here right up against their own goal line. They forced 2 straight incompletions. Now setting up 3rd down. You're expecting pass again. Is this a situation where they're going to want to blitz, or do they stay back, play zone, and try to break on the ball?
Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. Now on by 7 points here in the 2nd.
And so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Straight ahead, it's Wiggins. Driven back.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football on the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Down to 2 minutes to play in the half. The referee signaled for the 2-minute timeout. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to pass. It's Lowry. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And the Demon Deacons send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Trying to get started. Browns team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Fresh set of downs going up top. That one comes out hot down the right side. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. After that huge play, they've now got it inside the 30. It's 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going to the air. Catch in the middle. It's Lewis.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Owls in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. That's the way to finish a drive and put up points.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
He'll bring it out. It's Carr. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Demon Deacons offense makes its way out to start this drive. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Back to throw, it's Lowry. Grabbed in the middle, it's Sellers. He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the first half. Now Wake Forest will stop the clock and use their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Snap on first down, wants to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. It's picked off, and they ruined the drive with a turnover.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
He's got it. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Got it in the middle. It's Lewis. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. Timeout taken by the offense is their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Grabbed behind the line. It's Lewis. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting him the football, letting them get some positive yards.
2nd down, going to throw it. Look out! Looking to the big tight end. He's got it. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. And it's 1st down, but they'll try the field goal in the closing seconds of the first half. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And now the lead is extended to the front.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Caught inside the 20, chance for a good return. He almost took that one all the way back, but he does put an exclamation point on the end of this 3rd quarter. That time as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Guys, so much to get you updated on, so let's get right to it here from the EA Sports College Football Update Desk. We start with Tennessee taking on the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets.
Florida Atlantic will try to kick it deep and break the seal on this second half. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece.
Runs through a man, and he might have some space. He's knocked out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 25. Got 7 on that last completion. They might be able to take a shot on 2nd and 3. Leaves it in his belly. Fighting off the defender. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
They're going to ride this running back. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They can really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Back to pass, it's Lowry. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down. The Demon Deacons will line up to punt it away. Looking for room. Makes a move. There he goes. Open it up. Touchdown, Owls. And the pummeling has started.
They kick it to him at your own will, man, because that dude has a jetpack. He can absolutely fly. You see why they got him back deep, man. Catch it, let people kind of get an angle on him, and he just goes and takes off, erases angles. His speed back there as a punt returner, man, is it dangerous.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Kyler. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. All wideouts, no backs. Wants to throw on first. Rush is on. He'll get rid of it. Out wide right, it's Davis. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
And obviously trailing in this football game now in the second half, this is exactly what they talked about at halftime. We've got to create some explosive plays in the passing game. They're going to need a lot of this, and the defense is fully aware that they're going to throw the football. That's a great start to this second half.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. He's looking to pass. Quickly to the tight end. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down.
Well, nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big 3rd down stop by this defense. With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. It's picked off, and another empty drive. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives him the ball in prime field position at the 40.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
The Owls offense comes out ready to go to work. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
Yeah, I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate it through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. On fourth down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. Needs it here on fourth down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Dropping back, it's Lowry. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
It's 3rd and 5. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he wants it all. Upstairs to make the catch. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
All right, defense, I don't know what you're drawing up, but that wasn't it, okay? Wide open wide receivers, miscommunication, whatever it was, got to get that fixed.
This is a designed run. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. 2nd and long here. Kept it on the ground, now they'll throw. Finds his target down the middle. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Tough run here, it's Wiggins. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. And guys, Florida Atlantic is on top. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. After swapping into the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. To the air, it's Lowry. Blasted as he lets it go. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down.
Well, a lot of things haven't gone right for him. You saw an incompletion right there. It's been offense, it's been defense. They just haven't been able to click and get into a rhythm here. And now they're playing catch-up, and you know they're going to be throwing at each and every play here in the 4th quarter.
Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Demon Deeks. Fired in from the red zone for the score. My philosophy on going for 2 is only when you have to. Marches ahead. He's not going to make it in, and the decision to go for 2 does not work out. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So here comes the Florida Atlantic offense ready to go to work. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wants to pass. Quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. How about this job by the defense? A well-disguised blitz by the free safety results in a sack.
And you don't blitz the free safety much because he's a guy that stays back usually. But what do? You said well-disguised. That's what you got to do. You got to make it look like you're dropping for a pass, bring the blitz. Offensive line was full. He comes flying through there, untouched, gets the sack.
Florida Atlantic will send the punt unit onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Fair catch is brought in at the 43, and they are set up nicely. Wake Forest ready to get things going as the offense is on the field. So the last couple of possessions trying to put together a rally, but is it too little too late? It's inside. It's Wiggins. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line. Looking downfield, it's Lowry. Zips it out to his man. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Drops back on first down. Makes the grab. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. And after that last completion, netted a big fat 0. They're looking at 2nd and 10. Sends it back in motion. Back to pass on 2nd down. Fires to the big fella. Able to haul it in, and right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple. 3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, pressure's coming. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some...
Converts on 4th down. Still going. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the... decision pays off big time.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one, and they keep the drive alive.
He's got an open man. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. From the gun, looking for a man. Under pressure. They got him. Great pressure by this defense. And the Demon Deacons come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw, it's Lowry. Rush right in his face. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position.
Hang on just a second. I think they're going to try to get the touchdown here. Man, this could be a gamble, guys. They could come up empty. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He will be stopped short of the line to gain, and they'll turn it over on downs. Working the sidelines, Holly Rowe. What do you have, Holly?
Hey, guys, checking in from the Florida Atlantic sideline. This has been a terrific start for this transfer running back. As you know, they brought him in here for a reason, and he has lived up to those preseason expectations and all of his hype. I've seen him talking with his teammates on the sideline, being a good leader, and every time he's touched the ball, he's made something positive happen. Late in the game, he wants to just finish this, but finish it in the end zone and really seal his victory. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23. They want that clock to run. Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Second down to the air. Looking deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. Trying to pick up a first down. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Makes the grab. At the 45 on his way. Turning it on. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Man, is it nice to have a guy that can do that. Goodness gracious, short pass, but he has such speed, elusiveness, vision, the whole nine. He shows you all of it right there. Catches the football, makes some people miss, gets upfield, and gets the long gain. That is so nice for a quarterback to throw it short, but you get all those yards after the catch.
Long way to go on second down. Wants to throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Lewis. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. And the route is on.
Loving what I'm seeing from this offense this week. I'm talking to them. They felt like last week's win was a lot closer than what it should have been. They didn't play to their full potential, but they did that here in this game. When they're hitting on all cylinders, they are scared.
And he made the extra point without problem. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Scanning the field, it's Lowry. Unloads it left. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Keeping his eyes downfield. Pass rush. Gets there. Gets home. Gets him down at the 23. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. Now third and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. From the gun, wants to pass. They're all over him. And the missed connection on third down. All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on fourth down. I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Here's a throw downfield late. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. And he's brought down, but he picks up the first down, and the gamble pays off. How about that one? Fourth and forever, and he just turned one loose and fired it for the first down.
Man, does that sting defensively. You get him in the perfect situation. You know they're going to pass the football. You play the ball deep, and you give up a deep pass. That is a back-breaking play.
They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. Let it go. Looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Demon Deacons. Fitted in the window for the score.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Send the tight end in motion. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. Got his man. Open space at the 25. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. On the run, it's Bernard. And they'll pick up just a few on this run, and that'll bring us to the end of the ball game. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won